freedom. Senator John McCain loved freedom and justice. As a young aviator in the United States Navy, John McCain was shot down over Hanoi, badly injured and taken capture by the Viet Cong. Because his father was a high-ranking officer in the Navy, the Vietnamese offered to let him go free for propaganda purposes. John McCain knew that that was not justice. He refused to be released early, and he remained captive at the infamous Hanoi Hilton for 5.5 years. John McCain loved freedom, and he had a fierce sense of justice. And he spent the rest of his career fighting fiercely to ensure that his country, the United States, would always stand for both freedom and justice. At Senator McCain's funeral at Washington Cathedral, his close friend, Senator Joe Lieberman, recalled their trips to Israel together and how Senator McCain loved looking over Jerusalem, imagining its history. Israel's story is a miracle, but most of all, it is the story of justice and freedom. And no doubt that is why John McCain loved Israel, and why this award, in his name, to the people of Israel, on the occasion of the State of Israel's 75th anniversary, is so appropriate. Executive Director McCain, ministers, distinguished officers, members of Congress, members of Parliament, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to award the 2023 John McCain Prize for Leadership in Public Service to the people of Israel. Accepting on behalf of the people of Israel is a representative from Brothers in Arms, the largest civil aid organization in Israel. Brothers in Arms started as a protest movement against Israel's government's plans to reform the judiciary. On October 7th, the same day that Israel was attacked and the Jewish people experienced the greatest loss of life since the Holocaust, the very same day, Brothers in Arms pivoted and changed course to supply material aid to suffering Israelis in need. Only in a vibrant democracy could an organization protesting fiercely against the government one day then respond to urgent need and move all its efforts in a completely different direction the next. That is the power of freedom and justice. That is the power of democracy. And that is why John McCain would be so proud to be giving this award today. Here from Israel to accept the prize from Brothers in Arms is Lital Lesham, a major in the reserves of Israel's Defense Forces Southern Command. She has been active duty since October 7. Lital is an entrepreneur experienced in rapidly scaling startups into successful operating companies. She's a managing partner at A&D Beyond, a venture capital firm based in Israel, the co-founder of Carbine, the world's premier cloud-based public safety solution. Lital is also a founding member of the UAE-Israel Business Council. She has a long track record of scoping and implementing complex technology-enabled solutions for governments, military organizations, and civilian clients. And she has been a member of Brothers in Arms since its establishment. Lital, please come forward and accept this year's John McCain Prize for Leadership in Public Service. Lital.
Thank you. Wow. Thank you, Peter. Your Excellencies, ministers, Member of Parliament, members of congressional delegations, distinguished officers, ladies and gentlemen. John McCain was a great friend of Israel and the Jewish people. His many years of service to his nation in the military and in the public arena serve as an inspiration to us, the people of Israel. We are delighted to be here with his esteemed wife, Miss Cindy McCain, who continues to carry the torch of public service of her late husband. I am honored today to represent both the people of Israel and the organization that represents the best of Israeli society, Brothers and Sisters in Arms. Together with many other groups of highly motivated Israeli civilians, we have dedicated the last year to saving the Jewish democratic state of Israel and our people. We proudly received this Halifax Award in the name of all Israeli civil society. We established Brothers and Sisters in Arms at the start of 2023 to oppose the change the current government was planning on implementing. And I am happy and pleased to tell you that the protests we led with tens of other civilian society groups, from high-tech to women's rights to ex-security forces groups, managed to stop this revolution. But then on October 7, everything changed. Israel was invaded by a brutal terror organization that raped, murdered, and butchered over 1,200 of our people and kidnapped over 240 men, women, and children. Over 40 different nations were among those murdered and kidnapped. The majority of those kidnapped still remains hostages, hidden in Hamas tunnels without any access to International Red Cross. Our hearts are with them and their families, and we must do everything possible to bring them home. On the morning of October 7th, many of our members mobilized in their army units. Others went directly to the areas under attack to repel the invasion and save our civilians. On the same day, our organization decided to dedicate all of its capabilities developed over the previous 9 months to, one, ensure the IDF wins. Second, to hug and support the home front, our civil society. And third, to bring Israeli society back together again. In the 6 weeks since Brothers and Sisters in Arms has grown into the largest civilian aid organization in Israel due to 3 main reasons. One, we have highly motivated volunteers willing to give their time and resources to serve their country. 2, we are an agile and flexible organization without bureaucracy. And third, we leverage state-of-the-art technology to accelerate and amplify our initiatives. This magical triangle of highly motivated volunteers, a flat organization, and technology is what has enabled us to become the largest civilian aid organization in Israel in only 6 weeks. The incredible mobilization of Israel's civilian society since the horrors of October 7th has shown us that when we are united, we can overcome any obstacle. We do this together with our friends around the world who share the same deep democratic values that unite our nations. We look forward to building a better and brighter future for us all. And on a personal note, standing here as a proud Israeli woman in front of all of you important people who came here to discuss the future of the democratic world. Like you, I think about the future, but I do this from a perspective of a 30 weeks pregnant Israeli woman who wants her child to grow in a better world than the one we live in now. Thank you.
did so great.